Hello YouTube, my name's Ben and I'm the instructor here on Recall French. Now I run a few schools in England and I'm really interested in how we can use YouTube to learn things on. I learned how to cook on YouTube and I know many people use it to learn how to play a musical instrument or to find out things about playing video games and things like that. So I'm interested in how we can use videos to teach people things, particularly students at school, and to do this I'm going to use a series of 10-minute videos around French, learning the words in French. I can speak a bit of French up to about GCSE level, but I get frustrated quite often about not being able to remember the words. I don't use it very much in my work and go on holiday once a year, perhaps to France. So I'm looking for a way to recall the French words so that I can speak better in France. And the way I'm going to do that is by creating a series of memory palace videos. So a memory palace is a construction of the mind. It's a series of locations along a route where you place things that are associated with the thing that you want to remember in a series of locations. So you've got to use your imagination quite a lot for this. But with those three elements, your imagination, association and location, you're really using your brain as it likes to be used. We're fantastic at remembering spatially. We've got great imaginations that really helps us remember when we use our imagination to associate things that are quite abstract or that are a bit dull, perhaps like learning French words. It really brings it to life. So I'm going to create a series of videos, about 50 videos. The first few are already up. And with those 50 videos we're going to learn about 20 words at a time. So that's about 1,000 words, which is a pretty good proportion of the words that you'll use in everyday French. And if you get those 1,000 words nailed on, it'll really help you with your GCSE exam if you're preparing for that, or when you're on holiday. So please just sit back, let me do the work, let me build these memory palace videos. They'll be about 10 minutes each. Take the quiz afterwards. The quiz is done in the order of the memory palace, so that will really help you consolidate the memory palace in your mind. And when you're going through it, really try and picture the associations that I've created for you. If you're able to do that and maybe talk through it and really build up these images in your mind to help you remember, it should stay in your long-term memory. Now these memory palaces are quite powerful. It's how the memory champions remember a shuffled deck of cards, for example. All 52 cards in order. The world record for that is 20 seconds, which is incredible. I've learned that technique. I can do about 47 cards. I got 5 wrong when I tried it after about a month of practice. And that took me about 10 minutes. So I'm by no means a memory champion, like some other people here on YouTube are. But I understand quite a bit about education, and I work in schools all the time, and I'm really excited to effectively build a new school here on YouTube. I think this series of videos might be really helpful for homeschoolers, or people who are studying French or want to study French who can't really get into studying it at school, or perhaps on some of the other platforms where repetition and learning by rote is really the only way of remembering the words. Here we're going to use a trick of the mind, which is using these memory palace techniques to build up what I think are much more memorable ways of remembering the French. So that's why I've called it Recall French, because I want you to just recall the words. Great, well that's the intro. If you get straight into the videos, do send me any feedback, take the test so I can see which parts people are getting right or getting wrong on that. Share the quiz with your friends, especially if you got 18, 19, 20 out of 20. We're looking for pretty excellent recall here, so watch the video and take the tests until you get about those sort of high scores, and try and complete about 50 videos. Subscribe if you can, that will encourage me to keep posting videos. I'm going to try and put one up every week, so by the end of the year we've got 50 videos. And send me feedback on any areas that you think could be improved, and in fact if I get anything wrong then please point that out. I'm sure you will, and I can add an annotation to the video. In fact, that might be a really good way of showing a common misconception and how it's corrected, which is probably quite memorable as well. So enough about me, and good luck with the videos. I hope you enjoy them, and I hope you learn French.